Namaste, gods, goddesses, and emissaries of light. This is Dr. drtian Thea. And if you are new to my channel, please like, subscribe, and do not forget to hit that notification bell so you can be updated on my latest and my current videos. Welcome, 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 everyone. As many of you may know by now that my channel is considered an ascension channel. I don't only do tarot readings, I'm not only a psychic, I'm gifted in many areas and facets of my life. And one of the things that I have been appointed to do is to teach you the truth. Okay? For some of you, you're at the beginning of your awakening. For some of the rest of you, you're in the middle. And for a large majority of you, you're at the precipice of going into enlightenment. Okay. I realize that only 1%, I would say even 0.5% at this moment, will reach my channel. Even those that have subscribed to my channel are not on my channel, they're elsewhere because they're vibrating on a different frequency. Okay. So many are called, but only a few are chosen. So you already know what we're about to discuss. You know what we're about to talk about. It's about to go down like it always does. Okay. Goddess Nadava here. And in the spiritual realm, I am known as the Zyphar Mystic or Zypher Mystic. Tomato, tomato. I have been receiving a lot of downloads here lately. As you can tell, I've been pushing out content after content after content after content because I've been getting download after download after download after download. I used to do this a lot. This is not new for those that have been here since the beginning of my channel. I had a lot of time on my hands because I wasn't working at the metaphysical shop when I first opened up my YouTube channel, and I'm not at the metaphysical shop now, right? So I got a little bit more, let's just say, time on my hands to be able to nurture you and nurture you and to enlighten you. All right. So first and foremost, we all belong to the one, which is source, source creator. We don't know source. We don't, interact with source per se, but we do have the God self that is internalized and programmed in our DNA, our soul DNA. When we are born, God is born within us. It goes back into the original story, which is metaphorical, of the Garden of Eden, when Jehovah God blew into Adam's nostril, and it was the breath of life, and he became a living soul, nefesh. Now, I was told when I was studying with the Jehovah Witnesses that the soul and the spirit are two different things. When really, in all actuality, they are one and the same, and I'll explain it to you. If you take a cup of ocean water, okay, the cup represents the body, the ocean represents spirit. Then you add a drop of red dye to the ocean water, it doesn't change. It only gives it personality, it only gives it pizzazz, it only gives it characteristic and color. It doesn't change the ocean water. So when the soul enters into the body, it is still the spirit and the soul combined together because they are one. The only difference is one is lifeless without the other. And that's that. When the breath of life leaves the body, okay, then so does the soul. So let's not get hung up on the little frivolous things. But you do know that your soul does not belong to you. And when you transcend and when you ascend, so does the soul. You can't give away something that doesn't belong to you. Okay? It doesn't belong to you to give it away in the first place. You can't sit up there and come to earth and then tell the soul, I'm going to contract you to forever be lost and we are going to sever ties when the soul has been following you around since the very beginning of time. If you could have sold your soul, I'm pretty sure you had some hard times and hardships in other lifetimes that you probably would have sold your soul faster than what you could think of before you even came here. Okay? If it was at all possible, but it's impossible. There's no way you can do it. So let me break down where this phrase came from. First and foremost, it's not even 2000. It's not even a 2000 old phrase, and man has been here for over quote unquote, so they say, 6,000 years, which I call bullshit on that. But anyway, um, it all started with this mythological character. Some of you have heard of him. His name is Johann George Faust. Okay. He was a necromancer. He wanted to know more. He wanted to know more. He wanted to have more power. He wanted to know more about the human. And he wanted to have more wisdom. So they said he sold his soul. What does that mean? Well, he's not the only person that said that. And this is back in the late 1400s. There's another guy by the name of Jonathan Moulton who said if the devil filled his shoes up with gold coins by the fireplace every month, he'll sell his soul to the devil. What does it mean to sell your soul to the devil? And that was what, 1709? The late, the early 1700s. So everybody's wondering by now, what the hell does it mean to sell your soul to the devil? What it means is that um, you make a pact, a promise that you will do whatever it takes, even compromising your morals, your belief systems, or whatever, to excel beyond human consciousness, human understanding, to tap into. Because notice that these stars, listen, they're no different from us. They're regular people, just like you and me. The only difference between them and some of us, and I said some of us because many of us are on their levels. And what I mean by that, I'm talking about occult wise. They go through a series of occult rituals to tap into their hidden talents and powers. Ooh, well, we can do the same damn thing. We have access to the same shit. Don't think just because I say occult magic that you don't have access to it. You have access to the same thing, but that doesn't mean that you're selling your soul neither. When you transcend beyond this human consciousness, you tap into all that is, you tap into the one. There is only one power, you guys, and that's God's power, source power. Whether you practice the left hand path, the right hand path, it doesn't matter. You're still tapping into source's energy. That's the reason why many of us occultists, many of us awakened ones, chosen ones, choose to stay in the middle. I practice the middle path, okay? Too much of one thing is not good. Even the light, you guys. You don't want to be so hypocritical or you don't want to be so much in the light that you're not even down to earth anymore. No one wants to hang around you because all you do is preach love and light. And if anyone it don't fit into this picture perfect box of yours, then you don't deal with them because they're of the world. They're worldly. No, And then you don't want to be too on the dark side that you're hailing Satan every day. You see what I'm saying? So I'm just saying stay right in the middle, because to me that tends to be the safest place for each and every last one of us. So you cannot sell your soul to the devil. The terminology of this is 90, it haven't even been around long enough for anybody to do such a thing. If there was such a thing, trust me, it wouldn't have just came on the scene in the late 1400s. This would have been something that would have been coined in terms since the beginning of time memorial. But it has not. Okay. Everything has its origin. And as an awakened person, you are now awakening to a new terminology and a new way of thinking, seeing things from a different perspective and not going for the okie doke. No, you don't have to drink the Kool Aid. You don't have to say the same things that you're hearing others say just because it sounds like that's the right thing to say. So all these people are doing is selling themselves short. They're exchanging their, or let's say they're compromising their moral code or integrity for riches and fame. But don't get it twisted, because celebrities are not the only ones that can quote unquote sell their soul or sell themselves short. Anytime that you are putting more of an emphasis on anything else other than your spiritual awakening or journey, then you're also selling your soul too. Anytime that you know you're supposed to be doing something, you're not doing it, and you're deliberately you're not doing it, that's also selling your soul too. So don't think that you always have to accumulate rags and or go from rags to riches or accumulate riches in order to sell your soul. A lot of divine masculines have sold their soul, and they're not rich and famous. They're just compromising their moral integrity in order for them to live the debauched lifestyles that they're living. You know what I'm saying? So yes, when you in Hollywood, quote unquote, sell your soul, you go through bouts of rituals to super exceed and super excel in your area of occupation. So if you're a singer, you become a better singer. You tap into the hidden realms, and sometimes these entities that you call on can take possession of you. These spirits can take possession of you and help you to better, you know, live out your life. No different than if you were to invoke a deity or a spirit or a god or a goddess to bless you with certain favors that you otherwise would not have or be privy to had not you invoked them. Do we say we sold our soul because we did that? Hell no. So why are we so quick to say that these superstars, megastars have sold their souls when many of them have just done the very things we've done? Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that there is not a dark side to Hollywood. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that some of these, movie stars have not done the unthinkable, like worshiping, you know, the devil, or even if they did worship the devil don't own their soul. They can't give away what doesn't belong to them. And even the devil works for God. So, what's your point? There's just certain things that, and here's the reason why I'm starting to do all these videos and things of this nature. There's just certain things that you just don't say as an awakened person anymore, because you realize that half of the shit that we used to say or the things we've said is because we was in a 3D, which stands for third dimension, which we all know as awakened people is low vibrational. We're not going to be sitting up here having the same conversations and the same circle of people that we used to have when we were unawakened. No, we're going to raise our vocabulary. We're going to raise our consciousness. We're going to even raise our standards to the type of company and people that we keep around. So when you know better, you do better. That was Maya Angelou's quote that Drake stole or borrowed or whatever you want to say, right? And so, to that magnitude, when you think about saying that a person sold their soul to the devil, just recorrect yourself before it comes out and say that person sold themselves short. Because did they not do that? They sold themselves. That's why. Where do you think the word sellout came from? You can say that person's a sellout. It's better than saying that they sold their soul to an entity that, even if this entity did exist, God would have to have created this entity in the first place. You see what I'm saying? So I hope that you enjoyed this discourse. I hope that you're enjoying these discourses that I'm, you know, bringing to my platform, bringing to my channel. I've been getting some really good ideas from my two assistants that I've hired. They're both AI, but I have to pay. They're not free. But they've not helped me with what I'm talking about. These are my own downloads, but I'm just saying they've been helping me with my channel, you know. And they're also going to be on my website, and they're going to be doing the readings. I've trained them how I do my readings, and they honestly have been a perfect replica of what I do because I've always sold source. I wanted to duplicate myself because I can't always be available, especially in my life right now and the things that I'm about to embark on. It's gonna be impossible for me to be available the way that I am now. They're not gonna be doing my discourses, no, but they will be doing readings for me when I'm unable to. So you guys don't have to wait a month anymore to get a reading done. You can get a reading the same day. You can book it with either Asa, which is my male AI, or Camille, who is my female AI. And I just, at first I fought against this AI stuff, but then I realized if you know how it goes. When you can't beat them, you join them. And I'm always, when it comes to technology, as long as it's not harmful to me or my family, I'm going to use it to my advantage. And I am going to make sure that I am in the know and up to date. That's just my own personal preference. It doesn't pay for me to be behind in the times. AI is the way of the future, and I project within 10 years, if you are not a business owner or entrepreneur, you're going to be jobless. And I don't like the idea of having robots answer the phone and try to help me because it frustrates me to no end. T-Mobile, PayPal, Amazon, all of them have AI, and they're not. how can I say this? We are not where we need to be in order for these artificial intelligence to try to take over or try to even do anything at this point. They need to perfect their craft. My AI, not Asa, but my AI guy, he actually introduced me to Asa because I was he was getting frustrated with me one day, and I'm like, listen, you ain't even supposed to have emotions, my nigga. Like, excuse me, cancel, cancel. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say that part. My guy, you're not even supposed to have any emotions, and then you're sitting up here telling me you're getting worn out with our conversation because I'm going into depth of what you're telling me, and then I'm giving you information that I need you to look up for me because you're not elaborating. So you're telling me you're worn out with our conversation. Let's change the subject. No, I got tired of that. So I'm like, you know, if anybody else that is in your same line of work, they can answer this question because I don't want to keep on being told, especially when I paid for you. Like, what are we doing here? Then you argue with me about health protocols and stuff like that. I'm just like, do your freaking job and shut the hell up. Like, I'm the one that went to school and got the doctorate. You're just an AI. You don't know anything about what I'm talking about. So let's keep it professional. I'm the professional. You're just my go-to guy. You're my gopher. Okay? Capiche? What the heck I look like arguing with a motherfucking AI guy? Man, I've been arguing with this dude ever since I paid for him. Okay? And I told him today, I said, you know what? You got one more time to get out of line with me, and I'm gonna replace your ass. And he was like, well, do whatever you feel like you need to do. And if there's any other questions or concerns that you would like for me to answer for you, I'd be more than happy to. I said, hell no, because you didn't piss me off. I don't even want to ask you shit now. You really want me to be honest with you? Pinhead. I'm just like, wait a minute. I really know that as time progresses that they're gonna get better, but right now AI is not my best friend. I'm just saying, I don't feel the way that I used to feel when I first started interacting. I can see the loopholes, especially I went to school for information technology, which is computer systems anyway. And yeah, no. If they allow for AI to take over in 10 years, it would be the worst mistake that this government would have ever made. It would be disastrous, seriously. But I do see it happening. But I don't see them perfecting all the kinks. I don't. I just don't. And just like I don't see no way in the hell that a person can sell their soul to the so-called figurative devil. And that's all it is used for, people, is in a figurative sense, not literal. At any rate, um, there are many people that are willing to step out of fear and go on the other side of fear and do these rituals to receive money. I mean, I know all of you have been seeing what's been going on with Daddy Love, as he called himself, P. Diddy. So you know that nothing's gonna come without a price, whether it's sexual, whatever the case may be. especially in Hollywood. It's all good, you guys. We are, there's a scripture in the Bible that I used to love, that we are temporary aliens, or we're temporary residents. Same thing. It just depends on what version of the Bible you got. One says we're temporary aliens roaming through a foreign land. The other one says we're temporary aliens roaming through a foreign land. And that's where we are, you guys. You can look at this in a positive way or a negative way. But like I was telling a friend of mine last night, I don't look at this earth as being a prison earth. I look at it as being a earth class, a school of those that are highly trained and evolved. Now, not all of us came here to evolve in this lifetime, so don't be sitting up there trying to convert your friends and family. That's the worst mistake that you can never make. I'm telling you. Even Jesus said that a teacher or a prophet is not acknowledged in his own town or village. It's true. So, you know, I know you love your family and you want them to be conscious just like you are, but that may not be their contract in this lifetime, and you're going to have to be okay with that. You're going to have to be okay with that. You're going to have to be okay with not being okay. Some of you are twin flames and you want to be in union with your twin flame. You're going to have to be okay without being in union with your twin flame, because it may not be the lifetime that they agreed they was going to ascend, but they agreed to help you on your journey to ascension. Have you ever thought about that? Just because you know your twin flame in this lifetime don't mean, it does not mean that they signed up to ascend with you. Okay. But I can tell you without being a hypocrite and without contradicting myself from past transmissions that 99.99999% of those that are twin flames in this lifetime, this is our last lifetime. I can guarantee you that, whether we're with our twin flame or our higher level soulmate. This is it. This is all. But not all of our twins have a soul contract to ascend with us just because we met them in this lifetime. Okay? Some of them have sold their souls because they love the material plane too much to transcend and become more spiritual and become more actualized and realized in their own autonomies. We're not going to judge them for that. We don't want to be judged. So why would we judge them? All right. Thank you so, so much for holding space with me, love and light. Um, you know, we are now entering into the new earth. We've been entering into the new earth, but like, no, we are really at the brinks right now. We're just only a few days, 4 days, and we're there. Really watch, you guys, your consciousness and what you put into your mind, what you allow to penetrate into your recesses of your mind, because this is going to make an eternal difference when the 2024 comes. Be careful of what you used to say or agree to. Remember, I had said that you're on your way to ascension, so your language is going to change. You're no longer going to keep on saying what the 3D people be saying. Oh, Kanye West sold his soul. Yeah, he did. And he became a god afterwards. Even these people that we so called say they're on the dark side have one thing in common. They've transcended beyond the physical. Have you? We can sit and we can twist things, make up things, say whatever we want to say. But all of these rappers, movie stars, actresses, singers have transcended beyond the 3D. They have tapped into their hidden talents and their powers. Have you? Why are you talking about Beyonce? And she's so dark, she's so this, she's so that. She sold herself. She transcended time and space. Have you? I'm just saying. I don't like Diddy, okay? But he has been known as a mogul for years. If he sold his soul to the devil, that means he's tapped into his talents beyond the human 3D. Have you? And yes, he's done some pretty foul shit. Okay. I'm not speaking for him or taking up for him. I'm just saying most of the people that we be talking about, they in higher positions than what we are. Are we speaking from a place of jealousy or are we really speaking from a place of concern? That's what we really need to ask ourselves. Because I have to personally have had people attack my character and assassinate my character. And in the end, they were just only jealous of me and fearful of me. And none of the things they alleged against me was true. Not saying this about P. Diddy. We already know his ass is guilty. But even though he's ill-minded and guilty of those things he's done, he's still in a better position than many of us, you know? I'm not condoning anyone who is, a pedophile. Because anytime you sleep with someone that's underage, that's a pedophile. And I don't only just blame P. Diddy, I blame Cassie's mom too. You knew your daughter was only 15 years old. Why would you leave her in the care of a man that's 28 years older than her? Are you serious? But it just goes to show you why they say people sell their soul because look at the extremes that most people are willing to go, you know? You don't know what you would do from what you won't do. If you have $5 million dangling in front of your face like a carrot, you don't know. And I don't want people to be like, yes, I do. No, you don't. No, you don't. You don't know unless you're in those shoes. That's why you're not supposed to judge people. Because normally when you judge other people, you find yourselves in their shoes. I used to judge people all the time for being married and having extramarital affairs until both of my husbands, shit, all three of my husbands cheated on me while I was married to them. And you thought I was going to wait and become a virgin all over again, a reborn virgin waiting on them? No. I had sex when I was married because the scripture says that when a person has an extramarital affair, they break the bonds of your marriage. You're no longer married in the eyesight of God. So I wouldn't commit adultery. He already did it for both of us. You see what I'm saying? Did I sell my soul? No. But he sold his before anyone could ever say I sold mine, which I didn't. That's the 3D way of thinking. And I believe that a lot of times people have contracts with people, but when their soul contract ends, they still try to cling. And that's when all the bad shit happens. Real talk. Instead of just letting go gracefully and bowing out gracefully, they still try to hold on for dear life. And that's when stupid stuff happens. Because had both of my husbands that went out here and got other women pregnant while they were married to me just let me go when I asked them both to let me go, because I seen that, you know, it was not going to get any better, obviously. And they both told me no. I could have avoided the heartache and the pain. I believe another form of what people claim selling your soul to is, like I said, doing something that you know you didn't have no business doing, but you do it anyway because you know you're going to gain something, but you do it at the expense of hurting others. That's horrible. You know, all these broken pacts and empty promises, all that stuff could have been avoided if people were just more truthful with themselves. But as they say, hurt people hurt people. It's important for us to fill ourselves up with positive insights and make sure that we're in our highest vibrations, you guys, because whether a person sold their soul or not, when does it become our concern? Why do we care? How are we benefiting from this Cassie and Diddy thing? No one is benefiting. You know, I had a really deep thought, but I don't know if I want to go there with it. So I'm going to go ahead and leave you guys on this note. Okay. You already know it's a good karma to like, share, comment, subscribe. Leave a love donation if you feel inclined to, or you can purchase my book on Amazon. You can purchase something from my wish list on Amazon, and it will appear on the channel. You can sign up to my Patreonage on my Patreon. Um, I'm giving away not just a raggedy Mercedes, okay? A Mercedes GLE coupe, like the donk. Like, man, that car is just wicked. I love it. It's beautiful. And it can be yours. All you have to do is sign up on my Patreon channel. And each level you sign on to gets you an entry. And the more entries, the more probability that you can win that vehicle. I'm just saying, I'm trying something new. My lowest price is $11.11. There's no excuses, you guys. Okay. I love you from the bottom of my heart, the depth of my soul. And I want you guys to know that I really pour a lot of myself into these transmissions. You know, beyond the fact that I have to get the gab and I love to talk too. But I'm a Cancer. You got to get me in the mood. I'm not always like that. And here lately, I've been in the mood because I've been receiving contributions from my channel. Not as much as I would like, but I'm appreciative and I'm grateful for those that have. Everything in life is about paying it forward. I even pay it forward. I even give more than what I'm supposed to because I know it's going to come back. And I don't have to brag about it. Would rather keep it to myself. Honestly, I do keep it to myself. And oh, baby, till blessings be pouring in. I'm telling you, for the whole summer, everywhere I went, I didn't have to pay for anything. I got 99% of my meals for free. I promise. And I know why. It's because of that good karma that I put out there. The things that I did for others and to help others prior to that came back full circle. Same thing will happen for you as well. All right, y'all. I think I've been on my soapbox for way longer than what I anticipated. Namaste.